friends, welcome back to Food Prep Guide. We are back today with another soup in jar recipe. Today is classic chicken noodle soup. Just in time for soup season. Cool weather is just around the corner with fall creeping in. I can already kind of feel those cooler temperatures in the air. The leaves are already changing colors. So we are going to stock our pantry with just add water soup mixes where we get to control the ingredients, know exactly what's in it, and make our meal prep time that much quicker. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with our pasta and let's talk about that. You can use any pasta that you like, of course. The traditional is egg noodles. Egg noodles is not something that we stock, so I am using rotini today. Just a note that the size of your pasta is going to determine how much pasta you use. If you go the traditional egg noodle route, you're going to use 1 1/4 cups of egg noodles. 1 1/4 cups of egg noodles. All the rest, you only need 3/4 cup. The reason that is as y'all know, egg noodles, especially the extra wide egg noodles, they're so oddly shaped that they take up a lot of space without actually being a lot of food. So you need more of it, and you might have to kind of scrunch it down in your jars to make it fit with all the other ingredients, but that's not that big of a deal. We are just going to be using rotini today, which is a small-ish noodle, so we only are going to be using 3/4 cup. I'm using a pint jar measurement and using the 6-ounce marker to measure out my noodles, the little 6-ounce line right there. The rest of that's pretty much going to be about what I need, so I'm just going to pour it straight into here. Okay, and to that we're going to add 2 tablespoons of dried minced onions. 2 tablespoons. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can also, if you don't have to use the minced onions, you could also use dehydrated or freeze-dried diced onions as well. Okay, next we need some dehydrated or freeze-dried carrots. I only have shreds left. I do prefer to use diced or sliced carrots for my soup recipes, but I need to use up what I have. So I'm going to be doing 2 tablespoons of this shredded dehydrated carrots. Shreds are kind of hard to measure out, but since they're shreds, I'm going to be a little generous on them and how much I do, because I feel like it's probably not as much if they would have been diced. I made these shredded carrots back when I used to make, I used to prep ahead of time my like zucchini bread, or like a carrot cake type bread, and I liked to have the carrots all ready for me. And it was much better for the texture of the bread to be shredded. So, just in case you're wondering why I have shredded carrots. Okay. I made a mess. Okay, so next we're going to do 2 tablespoons of celery. I am completely out of celery, and I did not realize that. So anytime I am out of celery, I use celery seed. Obviously, we're going to big time decrease the amount, but to stay true to the recipe, you would use 2 tablespoons of dehydrated sliced celery. I'm going to be using about ½ teaspoon of celery seed. It's going to give me that celery flavor without the celery. It's better than nothing. Okay. Next is going to be a tablespoon of dried peas. These can be freeze-dried or dehydrated. These are freeze-dried. I'm going to do a tablespoon of those. And to that, we will add a tablespoon of chicken broth powder. Y'all know my favorite is Orrington Farms. I am working on making my own, but I do not have that ready yet. I'll do my best to bring that to y'all when I do have it ready. So 1 tablespoon of chicken broth powder. And to that, we will add 1 teaspoon of dried parsley. I'm just going to reach in here and do a little pinch and kind of crumble it up as I put it in there, because this is my home dried and it's kind of chunky. So that's 1 teaspoon of dried celery. And then we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of my freeze-dried minced garlic, so it's a lot more potent than my garlic powder currently. And then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And last but not least, we're going to add 1 bay leaf per jar. And I'm going to kind of just tuck that down there in the side, just like that. Oh, there we go. That one didn't really want to go down there. Okay, y'all, that is it. Now, this is a just add water soup recipe. So the way that you're going to make this is you're going to dump a jar in a sauce pot and add 3½ cups of water. Bring that to a boil and then lower to a simmer and cook for about 15 minutes until your noodles are tender. That's pretty much all you're doing, is cooking your noodles until they're tender. So y'all know that depending on what noodle you use will kind of depend on how long you need to cook it. But essentially bring it to a boil, lower to a simmer, and cook until your noodles are tender. It's going to be anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. Then once the noodles are kind of cooked the way you like them, you can just add in a can of cooked chicken, like from the store, or a 1/2 pint of home canned cooked chicken, and you have a really quick lunch meal, cozy supper. Serve it with some crusty bread and a side salad, and then you could feed the whole family with it if you were to do 2. And I mean, it's just really great to have on hand. In case you haven't heard, our Mix in Jars cookbook will be available soon. We are running a giveaway. If you sign up to be on the wait list to be notified when the Mix in Jars cookbook is ready, we will choose 1 person from that wait list to win a cookbook for free. If you haven't entered, the link is in the description box below. If you have trouble accessing the description box on your device, go ahead and comment soup down in the description box below, or the comment box, comments, you know what I mean. Type soup in the comments and I will reply to your comment with a link so that you can access it directly to enter the giveaway. That's all for today, and we will see you next time. Bye.